Andy RC. Andy RC. Andy RC. Are we live yet? I don't know. I tapped out.
It says we are.
Oh, whoops. There's me singing the Andy RC song. Oh,
what does it go like?
Andy RC. Andy RC. Or you can sing it to the you can sing it to the tune of the Amen, but for copyright reasons we can't.
The Amen?
Like the 18.
Ah.
I was going to say.
The weird alternate title. I don't know about this Amen thing. It's not working for me.
Not only can you not sing it, you can't say it, and therefore no one knows what you're talking about.
And every time Murdoch don't get on the plane, but BA does. I'm getting on the plane. I can't do it.
Yeah, look, in Wales we had we had a budget version.
What, the B team?
Yeah. We're unfortunately we're missing Frank. We don't know where he is, and he hasn't answered his phone.
And NJ is busy
teaching guitar.
Money.
Frank, we don't take you for granted. We really appreciate you setting up the show every week.
Please come back.
So, yeah, please for our sanity. I know. So yeah, if anyone sees Frank, tell him we're worried about him. Our precious child. Hello and welcome to Let's Drone Out. Tonight you are joined by my little Tony.
Bonjour.
Everyone's favourite curry kitten.
Hello.
Can we have a disclaimer? Because the two wrong-uns are going to start talking next.
Two wrong-uns. Again, another alternate name for Ronnie's. The two wrong-uns.
Two wrong-uns don't make a right-un.
Two wrong-uns. Where has it gone?
Every week. Can't you just print it out and stick it on a post-it note and just have it there? It's every week.
If I print it out, why would I just stick it on a post-it note? Why would I just put it on the post-it note?
I don't know. Yeah, I'll write out.
I can't read my writing. Both those are true. Anything we say cannot be used evidence against, and you should ignore us. And Andy RC's a little bit sleepy, and he might go a little bit off topic, so watch out for him. And Tony's unrestricted by Frank, so it's all bad. Just anything we say, ignore us, and we don't mean it. It's weird because our disclaimer's written around like any guests that appear may say stuff, but we don't have any guests anymore because they've got a better podcast to do instead.
Oh yeah, I know.
Why don't we have any guests?
No one likes us.
We've gone through them all. You've got to remember, we've been going nearly 5 years. Like we done Rotor Riot before they were even good, and now
they were just Rotor back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Let's get all right.
No one watches them anymore.
Yeah, any views expressed by this are all the individuals, and we're all idiots. Don't take any of us serious.
I'm Jack's in charge, so you have to sue him.
Yeah. No, totally not. I am not liable for any of you idiots or myself. And our other host is Andy RC.
Hello.
And I'm Brighton Till I Fly. Hello. How are you guys?
Spider FPV says bring someone in from the chat. I liked when you guys did that. I wasn't here. That was fun. And you were giving the people 3 strikes or whatever.
Yeah, I did that.
To kick people off.
Right, well, let's put it out there then. Does anyone want to come on now?
I don't know, man. That's
Come on, Jack.
Everybody was well behaved. In fact, more well behaved. In fact, if anyone deserves strikes, it was you lot.
Yeah,
I like that one. Richard, it sounds. We'll include that.
All right, let's talk. Have we got any drone news then? Things about
Painless sent me some stuff to build, in case I go out of my tiny little mind.
Oh yeah, what did he send you? What did he send you?
This stuff, which I've never even heard of before. Like Z?
These.
Yeah.
Was it a flight controller or something?
Flight controller, an ESC stack, and a frame.
Oh, so a quad.
Yeah, basically. I just need motors, and which I've got motors. The only thing I'm really missing is a BTX. Oh, the EA SA regs have been pushed back to next year, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Andy said that, didn't he? But we haven't got him here to confirm it. December, he said, didn't he, though, Andy? It's been pushed to December, not next year.
Yeah.
But it might as well be.
I'm just going to have to go and do the proper test, aren't I? So we keep waiting for this thing to change.
And it
Can we have our £9.50 back?
Yeah.
I know. What a joke.
Has anyone labelled their quads or put numbers on it or anything? I haven't done anything.
Yes, of course, everybody has, Tony. That's the way. It's the law.
Okay. I was going to say, I haven't done it.
It keeps getting put back, so you don't have to still, as long as you're a member of one of those organisations, like we all are.
Yeah.
No, I think if you remember the BMFA, you've got an operator ID, and it's got to go on the side of your model, hasn't it? This is why we need Andy. We need Andy to tell us.
I'm so
I've got an operator. I've got an
Andy?
operator ID. It's on my batteries.
Well, I've got an ID. You don't have to.
ID,
You didn't have to
but I
label
put
them.
it
It
anywhere.
kept getting put back, didn't it? From July and going onwards and onwards. So there's still no requirement to do it, as far as I remember. We need Frank to turn up to actually tell us if that's true.
He's probably listened to this, pulling his hair out, going, "Shut up, you don't."
That's how we actually know the answer. That's how we get Frank.
That's how we're getting him on.
The show is
We
pretending.
annoy him so much he will come back onto us.
Yeah.
So I saw a picture of you on Instagram, Curry, with your massive sky. Is it a sky hook?
The Skyhook. Yeah, I finished fixing it from the.
I don't think it was that bad, Damons.
Are you going to fly?
Why are you...
Whoa.
Who's that?
What?
Just hissing, and then they stopped.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
Not
I
stopped,
didn't hear anything. So are you going to fly that, Curry?
Yes, but I'm going to have to wait until we're a little bit more relaxed again, because I need to go somewhere and be in close proximity to a couple of people and fly it around and stuff.
I think you can do that now.
I'm expecting better things for it this time. The only thing that went wrong last time is it was a little bit underpowered, but it was flying okay. But the tail boom wasn't secured in, and it started turning during flight. And the guy I handed the controls over to land it, as he's a good line of sight pilot, crashed it. But
don't do that again then.
Why do you need things more relaxed to fly it? You've got that big, huge field that you were flying your Hornet in that I was watching the other day. You can't go there.
That's not there anymore.
That's not there anymore. You were there last week.
Oh, the Hornet. Which is the Hornet?
The Green Hornet.
The Green Hornet.
That's a huge field.
Filming.
That's not big enough for that plane. And to transport that plane there is a 40-minute walk, and that plane's a lot to carry. So I need to go somewhere else.
40-minute walk. You did a 40-minute walk for those Cinewook things.
Yeah.
Blimey.
It used to be about when we, and I say we as Jack and Tony. Obviously, you lived a bit further away, and he came to my field. That was about minutes from my house. But to get back, it is round through the woods, off on a merry old journey. Skip over a fence, get in a field, and hope no cars are there on that particular day. And yeah, it's 40 minutes.
Robin FTV says, "Can't you drive in England still?" Question mark.
Yeah, we can drive.
But I'm still kind of taking it easier for close proximity, because I want to meet up with a couple of people to fly it. So because last time we got some different fly throughs of different things and stuff, but it will be coming up. But one of the main reasons I wanted to fix it so I could just put it back in the box for now and create some space. My wife came in and said this room's a disaster, So I printed out some things to put quads on the wall, and she's like, "Well, quads on the wall looks awful." I think she just wanted me to throw things away. Smashed it.
Or do a giveaway, maybe.
That would mean I'd have to go to the post office.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
which I'm not doing still at the moment.
Don't fancy that.
No.
I've had to drop a few things off to there, and all I can say is some sort of fresh hell. You know, you thought it was bad. Like, I used to hate like grocery shopping, and now like I'd rather do that daily than what's going on now.
Shopping's just horrible at the moment. Horrible.
I haven't been in the shop.
Coming back.
I've been sending my wife out. That's much better. That's worked quite well for me.
Right, I'm going to mute myself. Curry, you mute you.
Why can you hear
it?
Ah, it's Curry.
Is it?
I can't hear anything.
No, I think it's just stopped. I think it's something coming from Tony, because Tony's the only one that can't hear it.
Oh, no, I couldn't hear it that time. I heard it the first time.
It sounded like water running, what I could hear.
That is so weird. What the fuck's going on?
Gremlins in the system. Static. Yeah, see.
Cable.
Oh, something.
Oh,
just
that looked like Tony.
Well, should I do it again?
No, mute yourself if you're going to do it.
Well, is it doing it?
It's not going to know if he mutes himself, though, is
Exactly. I don't know what you're going on about. I can't hear anything.
Let's just not touch anything.
Right, I won't touch anything. It's probably a jack lead, because they're always bending, aren't they, jack leads, and they always end up going. Stupid things. Jack, I've done.
Was that a dig on Jack, or you just talking about leads? I couldn't tell.
Space gender.
Do you remember what you asked for? What you asked for, and I totally forgot I bought this for you.
Oh, yes.
It's been sitting on my side, bro. Well, since November when I went to Houston. I literally just forgot it.
Oh.
I've got it out now, so the next time I am travelling down to Brighton or whatever, I'll give it to you.
You've got a garden, so I might come and visit you at some point.
Yeah, you can come and sit in the garden.
Yeah,
come and get these.
Might come and see yours.
I was going to say, if you're on your own, you're allowed another person come into your house now. But Tony's not on his own, is he?
Not on the moment. I will be next week.
Yeah, but there's a new rule coming, hasn't there? That if you live on your own,
if you're a bachelor, or as I like to call it, a fucking sad person who lives on their own because they're completely intolerable to deal with. Then
what are the rules about having it away with them? Like,
well, I
don't know. Ask Boris.
Yeah. First thing I'm going to do, lick Tony's face. I'm not. Like, you've still got to work through all of this. Yeah. So I promised Painless I would get on this old little quad and do some.
Is it a race quad? Is it a freestyle? What kind of quad?
I don't know. It looks a bit racy, man. I mean, it looks really. Yeah, it looks really small and racy. Yeah, it is a racing drone frame, 5-inch, and there's a little taster of what it looks like.
It's not. It looks like the Transtech laser light frame. Very similar, anyways. But yeah, it's a racing frame.
If anyone wants to, does anyone have a QR code? If I stay there long enough, that's not going to work, is it?
No.
Oh,
it's in focus.
Why don't you just scan it, Jack, and tell us where it sends it? Probably just going to send you to that Z. It's got Z's written in the middle, so I imagine it's just going to take you to their website. I would have thought.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, 4 to 8 weeks, and then the parcel goes missing. Yeah, I've had that. I've had one parcel missing from the old Royal Mails. How have you guys been doing? Have you been? Who's been getting orders? Anyone bought anything interesting or done anything?
I bought a hammock, and it arrived completely different to what I wanted it to be. So the picture and what they tell me it was is completely different to what arrived. So PayPal disputes going on at the moment.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, but nothing flying, I'm afraid. No flying stuff.
I've noticed orders from Banggood, and normally they send them. I don't know what they do. They send them some dodgy way they figured out for review stuff. So they manage to send it quickly into the UK, and then it gets dispatched into the UK and comes to us fairly quickly. But it's been really slow lately. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, they from what I heard, they've kind of got like a little backhand deal, as far as I know.
I like the new goggle things that you reviewed, Andy, whatever they're called.
Oh, those were amazing. Yeah, I was really.
And they're from the UK, which is bloody
British company. That is so rare.
Oh, no.
So rare to be sent a product from a British company, and just be absolutely amazing as well. And they ship worldwide, free shipping, decent price. British Drone Industries, the Digi adapter for analog for your DJI goggles. And,
I'm still that close to going and buying some DJI. Yeah.
It's interesting the amount of people that sent them over the edge, actually. Just the fact that
it's just easy.
You've been able to do analog through the goggles for a while, but I think that me just showing it was just 2 screws, done, really. That was it. Even I was I thought, oh, this is going to be a bit of a pain but no, it's all just really 2 screws holding that front plate in, and that's it.
Yeah, it looks good. So I can fly my old stuff and my new stuff on them.
Yeah.
I've still got to bite the bullet and buy one. I want to buy. Can you buy the goggles and then a quad already made up with all the air unit in? Because I don't want to change anything out.
You can, but it's expensive, Town.
Do you want to talk about this? Robin FPV said I asked for a UK frame
recommendation.
I asked for UK frame recommendations. Perish FPV jumped in and nobody said anything. Ordered from there and just got a postal update in Portuguese.
Ordered from where?
Something FPV.
Perishy FPV. Hey, Frank's back.
Frank.
He's
Sorry,
alive.
we take you for granted. We don't take you for granted. Where have you been? What happened? Are they treating you well?
Yeah, I just lost track of time. I was just having dinner and got chatting with my flatmates, and I left my phone in my room and just lost track of time. Sorry.
Oh,
naughty.
See, like if we were some of the delusional hosts that we've had on here, they would have thought, what happened to them clapping the beginning of Let's Drone out? That was a joke, by the way. I don't think they're that delusional. But it's a really poor taste joke. But yeah, without the clapping and the pot banging, I don't know what day it is anymore.
What frame did you want? Who shouted that out?
I don't understand that question. I think have a
look on Menace's site or Fossil's site. There's some good stuff on there. There's do you want racing or do you?
I think the problem is that
what do you want?
A lot of the UK stuff still comes from. I mean, everything comes from China, doesn't it? So
it's not a blanket racist statement. I do apologise for him.
Well, it's not. It's just it's a fact.
China's essentially
I was explaining that
racism.
I was explaining that all of the cool stuff that we get to do that comes from China.
Yeah, I know.
Apart from the Digi adapter.
Where do the chips come from in there?
Well, I know of Archon frames that are.
There we go. This
I
don't know who Pesci FPV is.
Send us
But
Robin,
thought
you were
and it turned out, I guess, to be from Portugal. It would seem.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Oh, they're in the chat.
Yeah,
Atto
Atto,
Brave.
yeah, that's good as well.
They've noticed. There we go.
This is
Yeah.
Pesky TV. This is a different person.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
I know.
Sorry.
In terms of like your
Dyslexic now.
particular
Maybe
disability
not.
with words is about the same, but slightly different.
Yeah.
Almost.
Halo RC. Yeah. There's winner, of course, with their frames. But yeah, a lot of the stuff comes from China. So, and that's why a lot of people. I've noticed lipos, especially. There seems to be a huge. I needed some lipos, and I was like, nope, no stock until July. What? You know, and
I could do a few more.
Yeah, well, all of my 6S lipos are dead, and I really need some more.
Have you killed them all?
Yeah. Just
You don't have a sponsor?
I do not. I don't have any sponsors. No.
Zende's got a battery
Getting
sponsor.
you
hasn't
one,
he?
and you kept telling me to shut up.
NJ has, yeah. Actually, I wouldn't mind trying some of them Ready Eddies. I think
Yeah,
they're
Ready Eddie. Yeah.
Israel, weren't they, or something?
Shall we keep saying Ready Eddie and see if they sponsor us as well? Because I hear they're fantastic batteries. Ready Eddie. No other battery does it.
I kind of don't like having a sponsor though, you know, because
You'll find my email address in my YouTube channel, Ready Eddie. Just send them over. I'll test them for you.
it sort of means that you have to, you know, if you're
Is it
using other battery.
Y or IE?
What?
I'll tell you. Maybe I can tell you. I thought
I just thought it'd be quite funny for us to tweet them and be like, "Yo, we're talking about you positively on the show."
MJ did actually get me
from the.
Ludo.
Look, Mikey Dread agrees.
Mikey Eddie.
By the end of the show, we want some Ready Eddie batteries being sent to us.
There we go. That's how it's spelled.
There you go.
It's ready and then EDI at the end, and then it says, "Are you ready?" Yeah, NJ gave me that. I think it was Makerspace. Actually,
this is interesting. Anybody heard this? Damon has written, AC did good lipos, but I've heard they've gone out of business. I really like those lipos. Has anybody else heard about
I've
them?
never flown them. I actually tell a lie. I did fly.
There's the green ones, aren't they?
Yeah, one down. But I smashed
NJ
it.
uses those a lot as well.
So I used my smaller 3S and 4S's on my 3 inches and 2 inches ACs. They're really good.
Yeah. Anyways, now that Andy's here, we were saying some things that we didn't. We were making facts up, weren't we?
Oh yeah.
I said, Andy,
do you have to label your budget? And I thought it had been put back, and so as long as you're a member of one of the organisations, you don't have to do it yet.
Yep, it has been put back. So it was back in March. It was put back to November, but now it's been put back all the way to the end of the year for the entirety of 2020. The rules are staying the same. You don't need to worry about them.
No, yeah, rules. But what about putting your operator ID on your model, though? Do you need to do that?
Do we need an operator ID?
As long as you're a member of one of the associations, then nothing has changed.
So we don't have to have numbers and put them on the quads.
Even though you've got them. Ah, fair enough.
Even though Jack's invested in like a laser cutter to do it for people.
No. Yeah. Well, yeah. True.
He just writes Tony is gay on the wing, and that's it. And he just flies it around. And
is that your operator ID? Because I'll just write that on my wing as well, and that was like it must be Tony's.
I would be more inclined to do it. Oh no, hang on. Someone donated. Hang on. Share the love. Oh, Lurgy. Old Lurgy.
Thanks, Lurgy. Shout out to Lurgy.
I know. Didn't realise.
I thought you said all the graphics were going to come up, Jack.
Yeah, I forgot to turn that bit on.
Right. Well, give him his money back then. This is unacceptable.
I will, Lurgy, and I'll see you next.
Woo! Sparkler and a woo. Thank you.
All right, two
Logan.
sparklers then. Oh no, he started
Oh, now
something.
Zero's going.
Oh, Zero's dropped some. You have to
It's
like one. Thanks, Zero.
Mr. Shady's birthday.
Happy birthday, Shady.
Happy
Oh,
birthday,
wow.
Shady. I'll light another sparkler. It's your birthday.
Had a good day so far. Good to hear. You don't hear people say that often, do you?
No.
Had a good day. Great. I'm glad.
Awesomeness.
Robin FPV asked which what's the reference for the date. The reference is the latest version of CAP 1789, which was issued pretty recently. It was in
Open your window check.
5th of June, I think.
It's getting quite smoky in there.
Man, I miss breathing.
4th
I'm
of
breathing.
June. There you go. 4th of June. There was the update that nothing's happening till, and this is actually either way, nothing's happening till 31st of December 2020.
And we should say it's already been pushed back once before as well. So that date necessarily isn't in concrete, is it?
No. And then there's also this talk about the remote ID, which I do have some information about as well.
What, coming to the UK or Europe or whatever?
So it's been this latest version of the kind of intentions for the implementations of the new rules, there was included a little mention of remote ID, basically saying, we're thinking about we should probably do that in like 2023-ish, maybe, if we get around to it. But we haven't really worked out what it's going to be. And
Because it doesn't exist.
well, yes, essentially. So message here is they haven't defined it yet. From what I've heard, they don't favor the US style system. If they think they can get it defined, agreed, and manufacturers implementing it in new drones by 2022, they're smoking some good stuff. There we go.
Smoking some good stuff. Yeah, they sound like they need to be in
I think that
charge.
might not be the official press release. The CAA UAS EC working group, i.e. the group of people that are kind of going to be working this kind of stuff out, haven't had a meeting yet, but
Well, they can't. They should be not allowed.
not even a Zoom meeting yet. So, but that will be kind of a big topic for them there.
Almost seems like it's not important, doesn't it? When they could be having Zoom and stuff like that, you know.
Apparently, the FAA has been trying to get EASA to follow the FAA's system of. I don't know if anyone's been following this, kind of what the FAA have been doing. The kind of suggestion there is that you have lots of different private companies running their own servers that take live information that gets reported back to these servers that then can be interrogated by whoever. But
thank you,
that sounds like a really crap way of doing things. I imagine a couple of years ago, maybe even a few years ago by now, in the UK, the suggestion was that it be kind of a NOTAM style system where you don't even have an actual broadcast of information, but you just kind of say, I'm going to be flying here today. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the suggestion. It
Well,
might be that
it costs millions of pounds to create what is essentially a small database. Then I stagger to think what the quotes are going to come in, that a real tracking system from everybody flying a drone at every time to update and spread that information around all police forces and pretty much everybody anywhere is going to cost.
At least, NOTAM is a system that has been in place for a good long while. I don't know if anyone else has put out a NOTAM ever, but it's actually really bloody easy.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a template that the UK Rocketry Association have written, and you copy and paste that and delete the bits that apply to rockets, and you put in the bit that applies to model aircraft, and then you send it, and then there's an email, and then you wait a few days, and then you get a little thing back saying, yeah, you're on there now.
I think hot air balloons have to do that, don't they? I mean, you think how spontaneous hot air balloon rides have to be due to the
I've just got this comment up for Frank. Do you know how many people are actually registered at this point?
I think I've definitely asked the question. I think it's probably not something they've been too keen on giving an answer to, but more than you'd imagine, but not enough to warrant the cost.
I mean, there has been a significant drop in general aviation and aviation in general. So there, surely there's less of a threat from drones when you have to have
nothing's flying.
Yeah, you have to know what's going on with the aviation industry because nobody knows. I mean, just hearing in the news daily that it's just in trouble, basically. And
this is going to be a controversial thing to say, and I do apologise if it upsets anyone. Ready? Hang on.
Oh, Jesus.
The only one good thing that this pandemic has done is put things into perspective. Like, drones aren't going to kill you. A virus that you could probably pick up from the supermarket is more likely to do that.
Yeah, well, it is true.
How many people have I offended, Frank? Do you need me to leave?
You constantly do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's always been the case. That's always been our argument. It's finding a solution to a problem that doesn't exist, isn't it?
Yeah, it's maybe a bit surprising.
Talking about me.
Hello, creature.
I miss you. You're so married right now.
I didn't even realise he was married.
Yeah,
Thanks, Win.
Thanks, Win. I hope you feel better, buddy. Good luck getting your hoist back from the lay-by. They delivered a hoist to their lay-by.
A what? A hoist?
Yeah.
A lay-by?
For hoisting. Confused.
Oh. I feel really rock and roll doing that. Did Frank just get his nipples out?
I think it just might be a really, really see-through T-shirt. He had a shirt on and everything last week, and he's all feral this week. Something's happened.
No, he's really hairy. Hairy Frank. Hairy Frank.
No one can have haircuts. Oh, this is like a special donation bonanza.
No.
Nice to see you're still going.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, don't die on us, you little bastard.
Right.
Right.
What are you going to light for $20?
I'm going to light.
Nose into it.
I'm going to light one sparkler and a whole, and then I'm going to use that to light a whole thing.
Frank, light Jack up. Make Jack big, please, Frank.
Somebody get the emergency services on standby.
Controls because I joined late.
Lucky now.
I've burnt my headphones a little bit.
Edward Scissorhands.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
His camera is struggling to deal with the.
What is he doing?
Someone take a picture of that.
Do you know what? I don't think I held one of those. I was in the vicinity of one of those, and they were so hot.
They are really hot, and so much crap goes everywhere. All the gunpowder just.
I always worry about the little plastic thing falling off and me choking on it.
It makes bloody good TV.
It'd be ironic though, wouldn't it? It's like he sticks a firework in his mouth and then chokes on a little plastic bit.
Chokes to death and burns to death.
That's impressive.
I've got to open my window. Sorry, guys, you're going to see my dick.
Oh God! Please don't. I mean, we're going to have to zoom in anyway, so you'll probably be all right.
Oh yeah, that's the point. Oh god, the pile. I can't breathe. Hang on. Oh.
So, has anybody done anything of late till it started raining?
I haven't flown all week. I'm hopefully going to go out Saturday or Sunday. The weather looks better Saturday and Sunday. I don't know what the wind's going to be like. 'Cause it's been windy as well, isn't it?
It's
So
been pretty windy, hasn't it? It's been pretty bad all over.
I know. I want to fly my wing again. I've got it repaired.
Carried on working on my bicopter.
Oh yeah, we
yeah.
saw a bit of video from you showing the motors moving.
But I still haven't quite sorted this
Hang
bit
on.
out where I need to. Oh, sorry, there's a microphone there.
How do we make Frank big? We just
Not
want
that one.
big. I don't know how to do it.
I don't know.
You- Oh,
Someone got rid of him.
I do need to kind of sort out how the ESCs are linking up, but
Frank, make yourself big.
So like a
so big.
like a huge capacitor
Yeah.
running very close. to
I
the propeller.
slightly misjudged which
Oh,
capacitor
slow
I was
layout.
buying.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, Frank. Sorry, we're not. Oh my god, the
looks like
size of that capacitor!
D-cell
what I said.
batteries hanging off the end of it.
Jesus
Is
Christ.
I
it-
told
is
you
So
it
he's
was
just charging a capacitor.
comically-
Oh my god, mate, you might as well.
that.
I
Oh,
told you
you
it was a
might
comically
as well carry on doing it. It would have been smaller.
but it was what components had. I think it was components. Whoever I bought all this stuff from had in stock. And then I was like, oh, it's a bit bigger than I'd usually go for, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I was like, oh, that is
Stuart
is a
Thorne, thank
big
you so
lump of
much.
metal.
From
Looks
the
like-
angle, it looks like that prop's going to hit the wing on my left, your right.
Other one.
The other one.
It's because it's tilted. That's why.
Oh,
it
it's
is.
the perspective. It looks pretty close though.
That's
It,
not.
it does get pretty close,
That capacitor
Not
is
gonna
tiny.
but
Yeah, I think you need a bigger one, Frank.
Yeah, I thought,
so.
I've got a big, really big capacitor in my.
I thought you were trying to power it with it for with like a
Probably could.
super
Just
capacitor.
charge that up and just let it fly. No
I'm going to
battery
get my
required.
capacitor out the roof. I'll be.
He can, he can probably unplug his battery and launch it again. Oh.
Why is
Oh
the
my-
prop tilted? It's because it's like a bike. So the idea is that
Thrust vectoring.
it can take off and land vertically because it's got
Count.
two thrust vectoring props. So
Does
it's
it
like a
only do it-
bicopter.
Does it only do it on the one axis, Andy?
No, it's got. Well, so each one is on a single axis. Yeah.
So you're going to be relying on control surfaces for some of the hub, are you?
No. So it
So
would be
just take
pitched by tilting them both one way
yeah.
or the other way. It would do roll by tilting them in different directions,
And then your
and then it would do your like a quad does your by
like,
differential thrust kind of thing.
I had a model that did something similar to that, and there was a problem with the wing acting as like acted against. No, it wasn't differential thrush. Differential thrush.
Wow.
that what is that?
That is a capacitor.
I thought it was a flask of coffee.
Tony, put that down. Put that down.
I'm building a
Tony.
time machine.
That better
Yeah,
be,
it's a flux capacitor.
mate. That
1
better be
million
discharged. You,
200,000 UF, 1.2 farad.
oh my god, that could blow your dick off, couldn't it? Send it to Big Clive.
That's a big one, isn't
Oh, Clive, where did you get that from?
it? I'm building a time machine.
No, you can't. You can't even build a Lego set. You make me do it.
Well,
It's going to be
who else
frightening when he
people
has
don't
that
know.
bit connected with duct tape, as Tony often does.
What's on the end of that? What? Oh, there's duct tape.
Robin FPV says, I flew a new racing quad. I flew a track at a new school place we've got. Tries my Insta360 Go on said racing quad and continued to fail getting the results from Real Steady. I didn't know the Insta360 Go worked with Real Steady. Does it? Or is that something I don't know about? I thought Insta360.
Yeah, I didn't think go with that.
I thought Insta360 Go was an independent thing, and they've just. I know there's a Naked GoPro and Insta360 group, but I think that is just because they achieve similar things in that the stability inside the Insta360 Go, rather than, I could be wrong, but as far as I was aware, Real Steady Go only worked with the GoPro gyro data. Maybe it.
But I thought the little 360 was fine anyway. I thought it was all right on its own. Yes, that is from a subwoofer in the car.
That was Robin FPV anyway, so I thought I'd just shout that out.
Yeah, that is well done.
Yeah, and John Cuppies, Andy RC, thanks for the video about the DJI Go. Yeah, that's that. The Digi Adapter UK. Yeah, amazing innovation from the UK. I wish we could see more of it for like quad stuff and FPV.
Yeah, what's it called? Flow state on the 360 Insta, isn't it?
The 360 Go has its own stability thing. It's also got a new FPV stabilizing. But Robin, does it integrate with Real Steady Go? Is that what you're saying? Because the only reason I'm asking, that's what I'm working on at the moment. the little, because
I keep saying I want to buy one and I haven't bought one yet.
You won't believe how small it is. It's like the size of your thumb. That's if you think how big it is. It's 20 grams.
So I got earlier on the week, I was chatting to Andrew / Frank, and I had an email from. Do you remember this place, Hobby King? And they've released a new. They've got a flash deal on for the AXN floater. Look at that! Check that out.
That pop up. It's like that was my first plane.
Why?
I mean, why would you call anything a floater other than
it's like very Kevin and Perry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Andy RC, no, that was my second. Okay. No, I got it. Apparently, that Digi Adapter, what was that? I missed that one. Somebody said that they're struggling for stock today. Yeah, I thought it was good, but everybody was like, I kept getting all these comments. Right, I'm buying. I was like, oh wow, okay, that was what was stopping you buying, going digital. So there you
go. Is Hobby King still at Elmsett?
Yeah.
Is there still that office covered in stickers?
I believe so, and the Range Rover that we stole. I went for a joyride.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know, I looked it up and got their phone numbers, and it's like they got a special pickup time, and I think they're still shipping. But last time I visited there, they'd moved out from like the main warehouse, and they've like downsized a lot of stuff and moved it to the back, as far as I know. So, but you know,
you tried to order a floater and they didn't have any in stock.
Yeah, they said they flushed it. So I don't know, man. It'd be kind of nice to go there, and it'd be nice to have another event. But it's just not the same without, like, you know, Stuart or, you know, the old sort of like last mini air show at exactly the same weekend. They had a warehouse sale, so you could have gone up there, bought all their old returns and, you know, shit knacks, or you could have a good time with us. So, and we chose Popham. So it was, and we all had a laugh, didn't we? Frank, are you missing the days, or are you just, is there shells going off and planes flying over and
the 100-yard stare?
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
I was thinking, it would have been this weekend coming up that we'd be going up to up
Western.
Andy's way.
Oh yeah. Well, it'd be washout. Apparently, 2 weeks forecast of rain up here, so we're probably best that you don't.
Nice this weekend down south, Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if it's going to be windy, but I think it's turning better.
Well,
having another mini heat wave for 8 days as well. I read. I don't know.
not in
Checking my
this.
forecast because it's been nothing but absolute rubbish here.
The country I live in has got rain as far as the eye can see.
Look, we keep telling you up north is not its own country.
Well,
It's
you've
still
made me think.
its
You've made me
country.
think it has. You say it's everything's so different, and I just feel an outcast.
Sorry, we've made
It's
you feel like
It's
that.
not my fault or our fault that you won't leave your house to come hang out with us.
You can't. You're not. It's against the law.
No, before all this.
Well, it's against the law now, so that's my.
Andy's
excuse.
just ahead of the curve.
Yeah. I was just planning. You see.
And he's got his own.
Yeah, but I've not seen, because we went for a walk Sunday down to see where my field is and sort of around the and generally speaking, these are sort of describe it as the secret, because all these tracks are just go through the woods and nobody will go in the main place. But there were like 100 people jogging and riding bikes. It's like everybody's using their local area as a sort of place of a place to have fun. Like where there's this little
dare
fin
they?
spot.
Getting in the way with their fun.
Yeah, I used to toothpick. People having in what is just a thin.
Cutting in and out.
Wayne's gone all potato. What's happening? Is Sophie on the old Netflix?
Have I gone potato? It looks good to me.
Yeah.
You guys look good.
Sounds awful. So,
Your audio's cutting out, and your video's potato.
Jack, can you
Let me
do one
leave
of
and come
these,
back.
please?
No, I hang on. Let's have a look.
I'm just. Can you highlight what Limitless Sky has said? Because I'm not saying it.
Right.
I can't see.
But it's true though.
I'm going to highlight it.
Hang on.
I know. It's terrible,
Is
isn't
that
it?
any better?
What the hell? Okay. Oi, Andy RC, you're northern.
Yes, apparently so.
What is an offit? OFFIT.
Off it, isn't it? Like when you've had, too many drugs and you're completely off it.
Oh, you get off it.
Yep. Offit is used as a crude slang term for someone who's a sandwich short of a picnic.
Yeah,
That's right,
yeah,
Andy RC.
yeah, off it. That's about right. Yeah, off the tits. Off
Yes,
the tits.
or
and-
other mammary glands.
you can
Oh.
say tits, can't you? It's a type of bird.
Yeah, there's a blue
Yeah.
tit, great tit.
Oh, I love a pair of great tits.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Better than
on
blue.
Tony's tits. Just perched there. Right. Curry, are you frozen?
Hello.
Oh, it's back
No.
now. It's still a bit
Am I
potato.
potato still?
Still potato. I think his household turned
Go,
on
go
there.
downstairs and scream at your wife to use the internet, and that there's definitely enough bandwidth.
There is enough bandwidth. I don't know what's going on, but it's just there's so many people doing everything. It can take 2 people doing video conferencing, but not 3 people. And
Yeah,
let's leave Netflix on 40. Let's stream Peloton over there. And Sophie's doing someone called Chloe Ting exercises. We're here, so we're all screwed. And there's loads of interference indoors as well now. Horrible.
Loads of what thing indoors? What?
Interference, I think.
Oh.
Interference, because there's so many devices on 5.8 all over the place. Can't find a channel where I'm not getting those interference lines coming over.
Can you not just log into your router and turn off the 5.8 and just put everyone else on 2.4? Although then you might
Yeah,
lose
but
signal,
what about
I
all the neighbours? Should I hack all their things as well?
guess. Yeah, go for it. Why not? I'm sure you're capable enough.
Isn't
Get a
there a
pineapple.
Banggood you can get which knocks out every one set for you?
That's the one Jack said, the pineapple.
Yeah.
Or a delicious fruit.
That
Mm,
might
going off one of those.
that might knock out yourself. I think. I don't
Yeah,
think you can.
my one of my favorite things is the denial of service dog, which was part of what is it? What is that convention? DEF CON. That's it. Wow. DEF CON, and they had like a Doberman, and he was denial of service dog, and he had just like jammers all over him. So like wherever you take this dog, and people would look at the dog and be like, "Oh, it's a service dog. Yeah, come in," and it would just be like all of like white noise, and would just stop all electronic devices from properly functioning.
Lightly
One of my
microwave dog.
Yeah, probably my second favorite to how to weaponize your cat, which was a Wi-Fi sniffer cat. They had like a little Wi-Fi collar on it.
Say that.
They're killers.
That one. Yeah. Anybody got a TikTok account? I bet Sophie's got a TikTok account.
Sophie's got a TikTok account, and when I do one of the dances, because I see her doing these dances, and as far as I know, they all do
We can't see you doing it.
all that over and over again. And that as a TikTok, and
No.
so she keeps saying, "Make a TikTok account. It'd be hilarious because you're so old and stupid." So I might do one.
I think you should
Just a spite
you
account.
do it, carry our join as well.
My favourite
There you
is this
go. We'll
girl who wakes up her cat.
I knew Jack had had one.
Look at it. Look, he was like, she woke him up for his nap, and then he's all like,
Are you genuinely on TikTok?
no.
No. I was going to say, because isn't
You're
like,
teenagers.
Isn't there some sort of law against that? Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
it's a bit like hanging around the playground, isn't it? It's like, it's not the
No,
damn thing.
if you noticed I wasn't logged in,
You'd be amazed the amount.
The difference is here. When he's on TikTok, he can take his pants off. At the playground, he's asked to move on.
It's also I can't work Snapchat either. It's like so complicated.
You don't.
But I
want
think
I don't think anybody uses it now. That's old.
Who's on
Yeah.
Snapchat, man?
No, but people still using Snapchat, but it's a horrible platform. Wouldn't recommend it. No, I know about TikTok because people are reposting them on Instagram somehow. But
And that's how I found the kitty.
yeah, quite a lot of adults like do it. I saw Tom Green, me and Jack like Tom Green, and he was posting his TikTok dances on Instagram. I think that there's a lot of people into it. I just don't see like a, when you say where's this going kind of thing. What is it?
We're definitely too old to understand this. Everybody's doing says it's days, and there's a dance for it that somebody has developed, which has about moves. Even I managed to learn it badly, but then everybody does there and then posts it. There's a of like 50 million teenage girls all looking the same, all doing the same dance, all to the same music, and that's the thing. And they like herd animals. They're like hive minding. They're like, let's all do the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand it, but that's because we're old people. We're not supposed to understand it.
I think some people. I know the camera company Cadex. They put some of my videos of some of the DJI stuff on TikTok, and I only know it because they put it on Instagram and it got TikTok logo in the corner. So I think some people must be doing drone stuff on there.
That sounds like intellectual theft, Andy. Have you had words with them about it?
No, Cadex. I'm cool with Cadex, man. They got some good stuff.
Yeah, who's hanging around the playground now? Oh,
But
well,
is
no,
it as good as Really Eddie? The best batteries ever. I'm still
Made-
hopeful.
Distributed in Israel. I'm trying to have a chat with them on WhatsApp, but it's all in Hebrew. It's very difficult. The language and dyslexic barrier is unbelievable.
You just draw patterns at them.
I'm not even going to reply to that.
Well, going back to TikTok, how about interpretive dance? There you go. Problem solved.
Don't encourage him.
Oh, just one more thing. The thing that triggers me most about TikTok is about 100% of it is filmed in porn, which is just like, oh god, I can't believe it.
It sounded like porn, but I think it was meant in portrait.
I think he said portrait, but it did sound like it's all
portrait.
And the thing I hate most
Am I
about
still a potato? Do I sound bad?
you normally getting every other word, Wayne. You just said then the thing I hate about TikTok is it's filmed in porn, is what you just said.
Portrait. Up that way. Not that way like it should be.
The way that your phone is when you hold it.
It depends, because if you got someone tall, why would you do it that way?
Further back.
There you go. Contact Ready Eddie if you would like to be sponsored.
Yeah.
Please.
I like Ed Bruce Radcliffe. He made a funny comment of Dom Robinson, the Lord and Master of the Thursday Night Show. He had Kellogg's are doing like a little sideways packet of cereal, and Ed made the comment about that sort of generation filming portrait, and it amused me. It's best you guys don't make TikTok accounts. I did spend 30 minutes at least every day seeing comedy or cool aviation vids. The algorithm's pretty good.
Oh,
Well,
it's not hard to beat this one, is it? Really?
Yeah, YouTube's gone pants. Isn't it?
It just shows me the stuff I've already watched, says Lurky.
Yeah. And unless you upload a video every single day, you just get put to the back of the queue. That's how YouTube works.
Upload a video every day that was more than 10 minutes.
Eyes on adverts, that's what they want. That's it.
And 10-minute videos.
At least.
I feel well, 10 seconds. That's the average.
No, 10 minutes on YouTube, isn't it?
Oh, can hear an Airbus A300 going over. That's how sad my time's been. It's like looking at flight radar, and now I know that what each
sound is.
Yeah, that'll be probably a DHL A300 going into East Midlands.
I know, it's like a novelty when you see your plane now, isn't it?
Actually,
I today, and they were literally EasyJet all parked, BA all parked.
The last couple of weeks,
like,
I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but last couple of weeks, loads of aviation going over, but I don't know if it's
A306.
Don't just is it?
Yeah.
See, there you go. That's that, isn't it?
DHL as well.
I told you, DHL.
That's without even seeing.
I haven't.
Oh my god!
This could be a good show.
Could you imagine him with flavoured wallpaper? All he needs is a straitjacket.
I used to be like that with cars. I could hear the note of an exhaust and go, "Yeah, that's."
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can tell a Subaru, Mini, Metro. What else can I
Back
tell?
when they used to not make so many cars.
Yeah, I can pick out a few cars when they're behind me.
Cars these days all got the same engine in them, haven't they?
Mm.
So, has anyone got anything that they might be flying anytime soon, or anything to keep them busy while the weather's been not so great?
Well, sorry, go on, Jack.
Right, we spoke about that. I went back to your friend. I don't even call him my friend anymore, and begged him for something to do because I've gone a bit weird. And
I mean, gone.
I am a bit weird. Weirder. Yeah.
I'm
How
flying
much?
by wing the weekend again because it's refixed. And
Is Sunday going to be any good?
Saturday and Sunday, the weather looks all right. Sunny, 19 degrees, but I don't know about wind.
Oh, that might be Ready Eddie.
Saturday, 19 kilometres an hour, light southeasterly. Sunday, 16 kilometres. So Sunday will be better for a wing.
Yeah, do you want to hang out Sunday and fly some wings?
What's
I'll
that?
ask Sheldon and Si if we can go fly wings.
What should we go?
Ready Eddie, good to be back. Hi, thanks for your help. I regret that my brand's still a little known all over the world.
Well, send us some here and we can make it bigger.
That's what she said.
We can make you as big as AC or something. You can be the next tattoo.
You can.
And we're not talking about those Russian lesbian pop stars.
Whoa. You can confirm this.
Off air.
You can confirm the way, right? Don't tend to get many. I mean, I was thrilled to see a UK drone company want to send something. You don't. I get it hardly ever. Do you find the same yourself?
Have you covered the news of Droner's Life and the issues that they've had?
We haven't actually.
No.
So they've been the victims of credit card fraud. So people or someone has been buying a load of DJI stuff on other people's credit cards. So then the credit card company goes, "Oh, that was a fraudulent transaction. We're taking the money back, or we're not giving you the money." But obviously, Droner's Life are left then with no money and no product. So they've been a bit screwed over by someone using
I think it's all DJI stuff. So is it goggles and stuff? So if you anyone offers you any goggles on eBay or anything like that, or on the fly,
I think they were saying that when they
get the numbers and then they can match them up. I think.
So your numbers can be traced with the DJI.
If you're getting offers that are a bit too good to be true, if it seems like it might be off the back of a lorry, then it might be off the back of Droner's Life's lorry.
Yeah.
Not good.
That was one of my worries with this. I hate to mention it. The situation that we're in. I've had my email account hacked the last couple of days. It's been a nightmare trying to get it sorted. I had some 60,000 return to sender mails go into my junk. I'm like, hey, what's going on here? And someone.
I had my Hotmail hacked.
Yeah.
Beginning of lockdown, it is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
There's definitely some con artists out there, but I've had to open 2 PayPal disputes for them.
It's kind of like it's awful, but then you think like there's probably some really desperate people out there just doing. I'm not condoning it whatsoever.
No.
I'm just saying it's probably a symptom. Perhaps people just got no money and just doing stupid things. Yeah.
On the positive side, I once had my Steam account hacked, and when I got it back, I had 200 extra games there. So things are roundabouts.
Speaking of Steam, how's the release of your sim on Steam going?
It will be out tomorrow.
Hey!
8 a.m. Pacific time. I don't know what that means.
In real time?
Sometime in the afternoon.
Okay.
It will eventually go live, and if you're interested in getting it, it will be $1.99. Basically, put there for people who. Hang on, Jack wants to speak.
Yo, hello! Check out who we've got on. Ready Eddie.
Ready Eddie, the maker of the world's best batteries.
Hang on, should we light? Should we? Oh my god, I've actually successfully done something in my life.
Well done, Jack.
I know. Hang on.
Well, you did go up
Jack
to
is demonstrating what happens when you fly with other brands of batteries.
Yeah.
Ready?
everybody go buy Ready Eddie batteries.
Let's make them big.
If Edit hasn't worked out, we might be hinting towards getting a couple of review batteries in, perhaps, that we can test out for you and spread your good name of excellence.
What we could ask whilst Ready Eddie, well, they are in the chat. Is there a lipo shortage? Because that's what I'm finding in general, not with all lipo companies, is what I'm saying. Is there a struggle in getting lipos at the moment? See if he answers back. That'd be interesting.
He is asking how you know about me, and mostly because of NJ, isn't it? I hadn't heard of Ready Eddie until NJ said, "This is my battery sponsor. I use them all the time."
NJ Tech, we should say, YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil Jones Guitar, I think, on YouTube.
Yeah, we've heard good things about you. So yeah.
Yeah.
About you.
Look, I got 300 milliamp one here in a box. What is it? 4S 300 milliamp. Yeah.
Nice.
But we're all got a lipo shortage going on here.
Yeah.
So
we have.
Cool. Yes. Steam tomorrow for anybody that doesn't like downloading and unzipping a zip file and then has to do it again. Essentially, you have a convenience tax of $1.99, and that's how I can try and reclaim the money it costs to put stuff on Steam in the first place. Any extra money will go towards extra features like mobile or extending the networking.
Sounding a little bit profitable and not quite free these days.
Are you going to give away some Steam keys?
Yes, I already gave one to you.
I don't know where it is.
Oh, brilliant! I've given them away to a bunch of my Patreons that were testing it. Gave one to NJ. Gave random people that said, some Russian review site wanted one. It's like, well, whatever.
So it's not free anymore, then, is it?
It's perfectly free because the same version that always existed on GitHub is still there, and that's free. There's now the same version on Steam, which has been slightly modified to take away the things Steam didn't like. Like, hey, you mentioned PayPal and Patreon, and you link to Bandcamp where people can buy stuff without spending Steam bucks. So other than that, it's the same thing. But there were enough people that struggled because not everybody is a computer person. Like if we asked Tony to download it, he'd struggle. So if you've managed to install Steam somehow and you're playing a game, then you can just download that, and every time I update it, it will just automatically update for you, and you will have the new version.
It does sound convenient.
Yes. Yeah. So there is a convenience tax. Because it cost $100 to put a game on Steam, I'm trying to reclaim the money back again. So right now, my profit is minus $160 odd of what I've actually spent out, not including the hundreds of hours of my time. Which
do you want to read out your Patreon on here where it's safe to do so?
Curry Kitten. You can find me, but that's okay.
Have you added the? I noticed you posted that you've done something with the field of view recently, or has that been implemented yet?
It hasn't been implemented yet because I'm waiting for as soon as that Steam version's out and it's done, then I can touch the code again. I wasn't touching it because I didn't want two versions floating about. I didn't want this thing that was the Steam version, this thing was another version being different. So as soon as Steam version's out, then I will just make, because right now it is exactly the same code. I tick two little boxes which implement a couple of things that Steam have to do extra, and I can produce two versions really easily. But yeah, the field of view stuff is kind of done. I just have to put it in a few more places and test it out, and then I can get that out. The guy that was doing some 3D modeling for me has just sent over today the models of the crane to put in the building site. And the difference with my crane is it's going to be moving because cranes move, and I thought that'd be more exciting.
Would be
I like when a crane moves.
I probably shouldn't in the real world be flying around a crane that's moving. Just
It's
putting
not
that.
the real world. That's the good thing about.
Yeah, I
People
know.
have
I'm saying
embraced
that.
the idea of it's a game. You
No
can do
characters.
People, it's like when GTA came out, innit? And like people were
This is a murder simulator.
they just
Fucking
started,
dog.
they just started punching people in the street because they'd been playing GTA too long. It's like been playing Cody
Kicking
Simulator
dogs
too
in here.
long.
I did actually drive. So I played GTA for ages and then drove on the other side of the road.
That's what I'm saying. People, this was a real thing.
This is how Tony started killing hookers and taking them to the woods. And stuff. Really, in the original game, that's how you got you got your health back. You murdered a hooker, took her money.
It's a comedian.
Oh, Frank's gone full hand over the face.
On that note, we're 10 minutes over.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. You've been listening to Let's Drone Out, sponsored by Ready Eddie Batteries.
Best batteries.
The best batteries. Other batteries are available.
No, they're not. They explode.
Yeah. Okay. So tonight's hosts have been everyone's favourite curry kitten, who's taking a swig of Pepsi.
Diet Coke. Goodbye.
Andy RC.
Good evening.
My little Tony,
Bonjour. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
which we might see Sunday. Who knows? Andrew/Frank.
Hit like. Goodbye.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you're all right. We were so worried about you, honestly. Rewatch the beginning of this. It is
Very out of
worrying.
character for Frank not to be here, isn't it?
I know. It was like we were completely lost.
We'd be like talking to the police saying it's not at all like him. He's really
know.
very punctual.
Oh my god. I've been bright until I fly, and I'm ready. I mean, good night.
Bye. 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 Bye.
You can still end the broadcast even though you weren't here from the beginning, Frank.
I can't because I'm not logged in.
Keep saying bye.